Abusement Park will have the first pick span. And right off the bat, we are getting a Li Ming ban. It's not surprising at all. It sucks that a team has to use a ban on it right now, but she is very, very, very strong. And then, of course, we have a Kael'thas ban on the other side. And again, both Li Ming and Kael'thas, super, super strong mages. Neither team wants to deal with them, and so they're just gone. Abusement Park goes ahead and grabs Zagara. Great choice on this map. She's got the Maw for team fights. She's got tons of vision with her creep. Just a very solid overall pick. Great laner, too. CANCRUSH goes ahead and grabs Raynor and Rhaegar. I am absolutely in love with new Rhaegar. He is basically the best ever. Insane shields, great heals, good finisher too, with that Feral Leap being built into his wolf form. And of course Raynor, very, very solid laner. Great sustain with his trait. His overall very solid first picks. Abusement Park is going to go ahead and grab Thrall. Also another great laner, great assassin. He's come out real strong after the stat change patch a few weeks back, and looks like they may pick up Jaina as well. The last mage. So we've actually got our Fire, Arcane, and Ice now. We've got our trifecta. Will we ever see them all in the same game? Probably not. And yes, they do go ahead and pick up Jaina. Great burst, solid AoE. Just overall, really good damage character. CANCRUSHER doing a really good thing, and they're taking out Uther. This is big because this will Uther just synergizes so well with Thrall, especially with that Divine Shield to keep him safe and allow him to just go ham pretty much on whoever he wants. So taking out that Uther is a big deal in kind of making it so Thrall won't be able to be as safe. See what Abusement Park ends up banning. They could ban. CANCRUSHER's already got their support. They could end up banning whatever warrior they don't want them to have. Could end up banning another damage. Sylvanas wouldn't be a horrible ban, especially on this map. She can kind of push a lane by herself, especially when those web weavers are out. Very, very strong lane push. They are taking their time on this one. And it is Sylvanas. Great choice by them. That's just not something you want to have to deal with. She's just so strong, especially on this map with the web weaver push. CANCRUSHER now looking to grab their warrior, and it will be Diablo. I'm such a big fan of Diablo. He's really come back here lately. He's really strong, great displacement, great ganking potential, and really solid tank overall. And Butcher! Ooh, yes! This is great. I haven't seen a Butcher for so long. It's been far too long since I've seen a Butcher. This could synergize extremely well with Diablo, with his onslaught, his slow, the flip, the knockback. It's just super strong gank potential, especially if he ends up going land to the slaughter, because that could decimate either Jaina, Thrall, or Zagara. Abusement Park goes ahead and grabs ETC. So there's not a ton of ways that CANCRUSHER can stop that mosh pit if he does go mosh pit, but they do still have one pick left. So they're going to have to be really careful when they do that mosh pit. But I would love to see some synergy with Zagara. Maw into mosh pit could be very, very strong. Their last character, of course, is going to be their support. And it looks like it is going to be a Kharazim pick. Kharazim should be really good, especially in a lane with Thrall. He always works out really well if you've got some other melee on the team. CANCRUSHER going Stitches. Wow, very, very interesting. So there's a lot of displacement on this team. It'll be I expect to see CANCRUSHER doing some roaming ganks. So we'll just have to see what they end up their rotations on this. So let's go ahead and switch into the game. Get everybody ready up. Good to go. Man, Butcher Stitches. I'm really, really excited to see what they end up doing with this comp. Just waiting on a few more players to ready up. That lovely draft up there for you, so you can just gaze longingly into the Butcher's terrifying eyes. I really, really do hope, though, we see some good ETC Zagara synergies. Those can be so devastating if pulled off right. Plus, not only that, we've got the Jaina. We might end up seeing Snowstorm, which is the extra increase in Blizzard Radius. Really, really good on this map. Waiting for one more to ready up. Here we go. Alright guys, we are going to get into the game. Okay, let me get my team names up here. CANCRUSHER will be red, and Abusement Park will be Alright, so it's hard to say which team will have a stronger laning phase. Both Thrall and Zagara are probably two of the strongest laners in the game right now, so if played right, they could really push CANCRUSHERs early.
The battle begins shortly.
Okay. On the red side, we have right on the dot. Papa Chips, X Games on Butcher. Dirk Calloway on Stitches, and down here at the bottom we have Legs Devil on Raynor. Apologies for names ahead of time. Sickwith on Thrall, Kalogic on Karazim, NSSSK on Zagara, Hot Lunch on that Jaina, and Damocles on ETC. It looks like we're gonna see this very popular single tower push. Even with the tower damage buffs, it is still super easy to to take those towers out. I don't know if Blizzard is eventually going to grab the or update the structure damage or not, or the structure health, but it'll be really interesting to see what they do. It is a little harder to dive under them as singly now. Little action going on. Looks like we're going to have Zagara versus Raynor. Zagara will probably win this lane. Diablo and Rhaegar coming down. They decide not to gank though. It's going to be really hard to gank that Zagara if she does what she's supposed to, puts all that vision up. Stitches laning against Thrall up here. And it's just going to be a lot of back and forth. You see a lot of rotations, especially from this top lane to this mid lane. Rhaegar coming down, trying to help Raynor out a little bit, as Zagara is really pushing this lane a lot. A little bit of a scuffle going on in mid lane. Not too much action so far. XP is fairly even. Nice overpower, but we do have the power slide back out. Really hard to gank an ETC when his power slide is up. Stitches is just trying to soak up here. Blue doing a lot more rotating top and bottom. Poor Raynor doesn't have a whole lot that can deal with this creep, so he's going to have to be really, really careful, as he doesn't have the vision. Have an onslaught, nice overpower, but Kill Logic does dash over to his team, and he is going to be fine. Other than Jaina, we got a lot of movement over here on blue side. Nice hook by Stitches, but of course just a power slide out. And he did end up getting the extended range on that power slide. Makes the power slide very, very long. Oh, Zagara does go down, though, at the bottom to a gank. I did completely miss that. Blue team does manage to turn in. It's really nice now, this last patch, they added cumulative spider butts down here. So we can actually see how many the players have on them and how many are turned in now, which is super, super nice. Brawl has switched down to lane against the Raynor. And Jaina did end up going with that snowstorm. Butcher charging in, but cancels it at the last moment when he realizes ETC slid all the way back. As I was saying, I really do like having that snowstorm on this map because there's so many tight corridors. It's really, really great for catching people off guard. Diablo trying to clear all this creep. Zagara's just trying to keep them from turning in. No red coins have been turned in as of yet. Butcher's trying so hard, but the rest of blue team is coming down. And there is, looks like there may be a fight over this turn-in point. Thrall did go both of the chain lightnings, which will make that chain lightning fairly strong and be able to hit a lot of people. Jane is still laning against Stitches up top. Red team has just so many so many spider butts right now, and they just haven't been able to get turned in. But they do actually have a full turn-in. Butcher does end up getting turned in. Stitches trying to, grabs ETC. There's that huge blizzard. Nice power slide by ETC. Great body blocking by Damocles. And it looks like, oh, Rhaegar does come in at the last moment with a chain heal. And Stitches is able to survive. Great play there. It's just so hard to take Stitches down. Just so much health. Diablo trying to get turned in as well. Looks like he will be able to get turned in. But blue team does have the full turn-in, if only split up across 4 characters. So it'll be interesting to see if they'll be able to take enough time to turn those in. Zagara with 7. Looks like they're trying for the turn-in right now. Legs double coming in does interrupt. Rhaegar goes in, but he is kind of behind enemy lines right now. Rhaegar taking a lot of damage. Power slide goes in, and it is first blood to blue team. Thrall with a nice wolf roots Raynor in place, and they are able to burst him down. Blue team is going to go ahead and get that turn in and get the first set of web weavers in this game. Still, levels very even. Red team doing a really good job at keeping that soak up. The lanes are about midway pushed out. The first web weaver phase, you normally want to try and get as many walls and towers as you can. If you can get a fort in the first Web Weaver phase, that is just a massive bonus. Zagara in a lot of trouble. Nice overpower by Diablo, and I don't know if she's going to be able to get away. Oh my gosh. Oh no. The Butcher took that extra... I bet he took that extra range. Yep. Extra range on that hamstring. Was able to secure the kill. Red pushing very hard now in this bottom point. Looks like one tower at least will go down. The red team doing a really, really good job actually of clearing this creep up, depriving Blue of that vision. Alright, so the Web Weavers are down. Let's take a look and see what all they lost. It looks like, two towers down on the bottom, and just a gate on top. So they actually, Abusement Park actually got off pretty good in that whole exchange. They did a really good job keeping those Web Weavers away. But what is this? There's our blue team turn-in. Now they're going to see if they can change the tide. So blue hit 10 first. Red is just so close. If they're going to really need to be careful and keep from engaging until they hit 10. And there's the 10 for them. We have Apocalypse, Ancestral Heal, Lamb to the Slaughter, yes, Hyperion, and Putrid Bile. So not going to see Gorge, going to see more AoE and placement. Sundering does go out. A lot of damage. Ancestral goes on to Diablo. Apocalypse goes out, stuns 3 of them, but there no Zagara Maw yet. Ring of Frost does go out, catches 3. ETC, though, with a beautiful mosh pit, taking down Diablo. But Diablo will be back soon. Nice face melt, knocks 3 of them in, and they take down both Butcher and Rhaegar. Fantastic team play from Blue right now. Maw was used, Hook just barely misses, and man, these Web Weavers are pushing both top and bottom super hard. It's possible we could see them get all 3 forts. Abusement Park rotating. Looks like they are going to go back for mana now. CANCRUSHER just trying to clean the rest of these up. They did manage to save that top fort just barely. And that actually opened a nice level and a half lead for Abusement Park. CANCRUSHER's going to have to be really careful. Abusement Park is going to hit their 13 talents very quickly, and that's definitely not something you want to have to team fight with a talent tier down. Abusement Park going to go ahead and pick up their Bruisers and the Siege Giants at the bottom. Just more presence. It's just more stuff for CANCRUSHER to have to deal with. Interestingly enough, Abusement Park does have a full turn-in right now, and it looks like all their members are trying to do that. Just needs Damocles and Sick with it. And as soon as Damocles turns in, if you can get this, there'll be another Web Weaver push so quickly after that first one, after all those deaths. Great overpowering grab on Zagara. Maw does go out, couching 3 members. Zagara looks like she might be able to get away. Apocalypse goes out. Nice stun. Stuns out the mosh pit, but CANCRUSHER's so low. Lose 3 members, and Diablo, they barely get away. He is going to get away. Man, that was super unfortunate. Beautiful use of Maw there in that fight to grab the 3. Even after that overpower, Stitch is in a lot of trouble. Great body blocks by Damocles, and oh, nice job by Thrall. It looks like he will go down, and this is going to be a huge push for Abusement Park. But yeah, Zagara did an awesome job in that last team fight. It looked like she was dead, but they had grouped up around her so much to try and block her out. She was able to get that Maw off, and then Abusement Park was able to set that up and just bang, 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 3 kills. Blue Web Weaver pushing top. This fort will definitely fall. I don't know if they're going to be able to get... They probably won't be able to get a keep out of this, but man, CANCRUSHERs are definitely hurting. Stitches lands a nice hook on Kerosene, but unfortunately that is not quite the dude you want to hook. So you can just jump right back at him. CANCRUSHERs does end up cleaning up all the Web Weavers. They are going to hit level 13, so for a brief moment, they are 2.5 levels behind right now, though. For a brief moment, they will be on the same talent tier. It looks like Abusement Park is going to steal their bruisers, though. And that's just more pressure. CANCRUSHERs don't quite have enough for another turn-in, but they're doing the smart thing. They knew all of Abusement Park was down bottom, so they went ahead and turned in what they had. Only 15 gems away, actually, from getting some desperately needed Web Weavers to get that push back out. Abusement Park doing a really good job pushing this mid. They really, really want that keep, but I just don't know if they can risk it quite yet. They are now 16, a full talent tier above CANCRUSHERs. Looks like we've got the normal Thrall, Wind Fury build, Brute expansion on Zagara. So much damage there. Extra healing for Kerosene. Imposing presence, actually, probably to deal with that Butcher and that Rainer. A really good call. Oh, Damocles tries to mosh pit, but he can't. Kerosene is caught on land from the slaughter, so they cannot follow. Apocalypse does go out, 7-sided strike, and we get 2 members caught in a maw. This is horrible. Blizzard goes down, so much damage, and Diablo and Butcher are just deleted. And it looks like we're going to see a boss from Abusement Park. CANCRUSHERs is in some real trouble right now. They have to, they're down a talent tier, they're down 2 levels. There's really nothing they can do to contest this boss. They're just going to have to be careful and fight it up top, try to clear it as quickly as possible. Bottom lane is pushing really well, and middle lane is pushed back out, so at least for now they're able to focus on top lane without having to worry too much about the push. Abusement Park does not have the gems they need for the turn-in right now, so they can't stack the Web Weavers on top of the boss, which is really, really good. Land for the Slaughter does go out. Butcher gets caught in the Blizzard, and the Ancestral is not quite enough. Damocles goes in. Mosh Pit, beautiful catch on the Stitches there. Not quite enough to get him, and now they are pushing this keep hard. Stitches does end up going down, and I think this keep is gone. Ancestral goes out on Diablo a little early. Sundering goes out. It looks like Diablo is in a lot of trouble, and he does go down. The boss is still at half health. This could be a core push. Hyperion does go out just to try and do as much damage as possible, but they're down 2 people. Blizzard goes out. Maw goes out. Beautiful power slide, and this is going to be game, guys. Great job by Abusement Park. Wonderful wipe, boss push, core kill. Just really good job on their rotations overall. Congrats to them. GG's all around. Man, you know, CANCRUSHER might have lost, but I tell you, I respect the Butcher. I respect the Butcher. It was a good pick. It was, unfortunately, they couldn't quite execute on it. And that's like I was saying earlier, the Maw and the Mosh Pit synergize so well, especially with Jaina's AoE. There was some really good Sunderings from Thrall, nice set-in-sided strike from Kerosene, there was just so much beef. That thing just tore through their health. Really, really good job by Abusement Park. Well, guys, that is my only game for tonight. Thank you so much for watching and joining me. If you want to find more of my stuff, you can check me out on Twitter at TBKZord. And you can also, if you're into Heroes stuff, I also do a podcast called Lords of the Storm. And all the info for that is at the bottom of the channel. This will be made into a highlight and go on my YouTube as well, which is also below if you want to watch this later. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming out, and I'll see you next time.